さあ、ウィザーズ戦八村君との戦いだね。前回はね、煽られたんで、多分前動画してた時はちょっと煽り返しましょう。
Right now, let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You look at the Wizards. Their season nearly over unless a form of miracle happens.
And you know, for the Wizards, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
ちょっと異常なくらいじゃない。ナイス。
I think a lot of it has to go to the players. Because ultimately they're the ones that dictate how they perform.
And now the Lakers starting group. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. And it's D in at the point. And for the Wizards, Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Brown out there with Davis Bertans. And it's Bryant in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, it's a new front office in Washington, and Greg, they've got their work cut out for them.
John Wall's huge supermax contract as he deals with the Achilles injury. Tough questions to be answered about the direction they're going to take.
Kuzma is a guy who burst on the scene during his rookie year and is a fun player to watch. He's a guy that really has an outstanding all-around game.
One thing about Kyle Kuzma, Clark, he's
ルーキーランキング
when he touches the ball, he is shooting it.
乗ってはいたの
I would not
で
disagree with you there, guys. He is fearless looking for a shot. He hunts his shot aggressively, and he's very efficient. He doesn't need a lot of dribbles, but the one thing I like about him is that he doesn't hold on to that ball long. He's going to make a quick, decisive move or get it out of his hands. Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
無理してんな。
The 3. No good from D.
よし、やばいわ。
Wizards have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals.
どこって言っ
Here's
て。
Beal with the 3, and James pulls it down.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Green taking his time here. Back to James.
うわ、いいパス。
That shot misses. Some solid defense from Bryant. A slow start for Washington in this one. It's a 5-point game. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
いやー、まず。
An A for effort, just fell a little
Yeah.
short in that one.
Yeah, they were really close right there. Just couldn't string together a few key plays to help get them over the top for the win.
And here's Kuzma after the 3-pointer from Bradley Beal.
Nice,
Count that one. LeBron's got his second basket of the night.
Analytics says that you should ignore the mid-range jumper. No, not with LeBron. With him shooting, I'll bank on any shot he takes.
He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. Here's D. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, this team was already scary on paper before the start of the season, but Che has taken them to new levels. They are definitely on the short list of teams that could walk away with a ring when it's all said and done.
ちょっと待って、ウォールやばい、止めれ。
Where this team would be without Jay, they'd be in the playoff picture for sure, but I don't think they are even considered a contender without him. Clark, a big jump in scoring, but I think a lot of that is because of the prolific role players we have in the NBA now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. When you think about starters putting up points, and then you have guys that fortify benches and can get points in bunches. The first name that comes to mind for me, Lou Williams, a designated role of scoring the basketball in limited minutes. And when he gets it going, watch out. Nobody quite like Lou Williams putting it in the basket as a role player.
Hachimura, and it's blocked.
Up in his intensity on the defensive end, love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
Now here's James. He has 5. And it's Davis missing.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Here's Thomas. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
You know, right there, very aggressive inside. Thomas keeps the defense guessing.
LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope. 107 left in the first quarter of the game.
いやもう最悪。待って、八村君マークになった。
Left side, Beal.
来い、ボール来い。
one falls coming off of Thomas's feet.
やばいやばいやばい。
And, you know, there you see the instincts of IT, sensing when his man is broken free and then getting the ball there on time.
Here's D, and the call will be against D. That's his first foul.
やってる。やばい、この試合やってるぞだいぶ。じゃあウォール見とくか。ミドル3、30% ぐらいだね。でディフェンスがいい。向こうサイドは全然入ってないのか。うん、オッケー。この位置ウォール苦手だね。離しとっていいな。
Wall looking for an opening. Pass to Beal. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Green. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Now there's Bertans out there with Thomas Bryant. And it's Brown in at the 3. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, D in that last outing against the Cavaliers was phenomenal. He scored 36 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Now here's Beal. He's coming off a 25-point game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, and a lot of those points came at the free throw line. Really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now he's covered closely.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
And the Wizards making a change here. Hachimura is checked in. Here's D. Trains it from beyond the arc. D's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Wall dishes to Beal.
Uncovered.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Jones checked in for Washington. And the Lakers also making a change. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for James. We've got 22 seconds left here in the second. Jones kicks to Beal. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Wall.
Yeah, that's it.
The Wizards with another miss. Here's D. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on John Wall.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim.
Layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
いや、最
That
悪
one。is no good.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Tie
やべ、
game
同
in
点か。や
Washington.
ばいな。
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be
前
back
回の
after
試合の
halftime
得点
as
が
the third quarter
ちょっ
gets
と嘘のよう
underway.
だな。マイナスやろ。ターンオーバーめっちゃしたもん。いや、プラスか、一応。それでもだね。
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And look at John Wall. What a contribution so far.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column
さて、
through 2 quarters? He
決
has
定
been
はないか、
terrific.
ま
And
だ
you。know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively,
とりあえず
and
この
nothing has slowed him down.
So for the Lakers right now,
ゴー
Green
ル
and
を止める
LeBron
と。
at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's D in at the 1. Wall. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Davis.
Tell you one thing, it's a bonus to have a guard who can flush it like that. I mean,
これ止
Wall
めれる
gets
かな、あ
up
い
high on these jams.
D covered by Wall. Kicks to James. Passes it to Green. For the lead. Tries to keep it alive. The Wizards with the lead.
やばい、遅れ
Beal
た。
from long range. The shot's good. Brown making the
ちょっ
play.
とまずまずまずまず。
Beal's got his third bucket of the night.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not
Okay.
a part of the game plan.
Mark, I have sat next to you
Yeah,
doing
but
these
much
games
better.
for
So,
years.
that was
What's
awesome.
prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you
Wall
talk
が
and
マジ
thinking
で
you'd be a perfect
やばい。
coach.
Well, a couple of things. One, coaching
止めれ。
never lets up. It's
そ
always
して
on
ウ
you.
ィ
And
ザ
I've
ー
come
ズ
to
なんか
enjoy the fact
すげえ
that
攻め
I
に
can
くい
be
んだけ
fully
ど。
immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, in the role that I serve as an analyst as opposed to what might happen if
ま
I
だ
did
11
try
得
to
点
be
で
a
しょ。
You've got all the security in the world, believe me. It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin,
Yeah.
DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for
ゴ
him.
ールとビールがやべえ。
Also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing. And all the celebrity, all the fame ends.
おお、珍しい。
My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. And Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, DA. CJ Miles, he's checked in for Washington.
いや、ちょっと
The
中に行か
Lakers
せても
also
らえん
with
のよ
the
ね。
sub. JaVale McGee's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Here's D. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5
3
makes
フェイダーウェイ
are
でも
from
入るん
beyond
で
the
す。
arc.
And Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the
そこの位置は
defense
怖くない
practically giving them those shots.
And here's Wall. After the three-pointer from D. Here's Beal. It's stolen by Bradley. Here's D.
おお、
Cross
何何
contact
何
on
何
the shot.
なん
And now
か
a three-point
動
play
き
chance as he'll
お
head
か
to
し
the
かったぞ
line.
今。
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice
俺
lift
的にはフ
for
ロ
their
ーターしようとしたんよ。
Washington making some changes. Mahimi's checked in for Bryant. Hachimura comes in for Davis Bertans. And Thomas subbed in for
あ、
John
八村
Wall.
君いるわ。
And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Caldwell Pope checked in.
来いよ。
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And he slams it one-handed.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's
Yes,
what
yes.
can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the
俺の
highlight
ちょっと
shows
ちょっと
are
こっ
going
ちが
to
こっち
pain
が
them even more.
取れ方。
Now here's Thomas. Not a lot of room. Shot to stop the run.
Boy,
Hey,
he
man.
puts everything he has into his defense. Cousins
トーマ
can
ス
be a
小さく見えるね。やっぱり。
big, strong and smart. Of course, he's going to block his share of shots when he's committed. Still playing at an MVP level.
やっぱ身長って大事なんだな。
The greatest player of his generation.
なんかブロックできそうって思えるもんね。
We can't take for
ゴ
granted
ール下に行かせてもあんまり怖くないのがある。
Jones checked in for Bradley Beal. Howard's checked in for the Lakers. So timeout called here, the first for Washington. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
His dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
The Lakers making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Miles the pass to Thomas. And it's set back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shots.
Count the basket. Howard's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that.
いやー、まあファウルはね。
It means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
The Wizards making a switch here. Ryan's checked in. Again, the Lakers.
危なかっ
Well, he's
た。
really been on a roll this
ちょっと
quarter.
思って
Seems
た
like
ところと
everything
パ
he
ス違
throws
ったんよ
up
ね。
is finding bottom.
Thomas passes to Jones.
止めて、止めて、止め
Back
て。
to Thomas.
マーク変わった。
32 seconds left in the third.
OK
The
OK。
Wizards with another miss.
八村君と
Here
だ。
are the
八村君と。
Lakers. They're on a 20-3 run.
抜く。
19 seconds left in the third. To the inside. Here's Davis. And that one, good. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
いや。
Here's Thomas. And the miss. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Back right after this. Let's take a listen now to Scott Brooks.
All we're thinking about is offense.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Isaiah Thomas out there with Brown. And it's Jones in at the small forward. That's the group of 4 right now for Washington.
今俺そんなところにパス出したつもりじゃない。
Carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
左側でクーズマか誰かおったよね。そっち方向に出したつもりだった
And
よ。
it's Jones with the ball for Washington. They trail by 14. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Pass to Thomas.
走んなトーマス。ちょっと疲れとるんや
Nice
こっち
ball
は。
movement by Washington. Ryan in the post. He's guarded by Howard.
入る
Bucket is
ったい。
good. Bryant's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Washington. Los Angeles leading by 12. D. He's guarded by Thomas.
じゃ待って待って待って。危ない危ない危ない。いや、てか前向こうボール
Here's
だ
a。look at what's coming up for Washington. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And that one against the Raptors, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a
点差ちょっと
How about the
あまり
strength from Thomas?
油断
Wills
できない
these
と。
shots in. Amazing how he fights through contact.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Bertinus, he's checked in for Hachimura. And John Wall
いや、うまいな。やばいな。
LeBron's checked in for the Lakers. Green comes in for Caldwell Pope.
一回リムにわざと当ててみたいなとこあったよ。
plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Mark, we know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation, but I enjoy board games too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably are what occupy my time.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma. Beal's checked in for Thomas.
まあしゃあないか。反対の体で敵を抑えながらみたいな感じだったもんね。ゴール下空いてる。
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Bertans finds
そっちで
Beal.
抑えて。
And here's Wall.
ここの位置は怖くない。
4 on the clock. Inside.
いや
And finish off by Bryant.
Yeah, you know, John Wall is so masterful as a floor general. He's a real maestro out there. Terrific at finding the open guy on time and on target.
いやまあまあまあ13点差だからおそらくまあ普通にやってれば大丈夫。
And the Lakers with possession here. Outside, Green. There's the pass to D. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Back to James. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Davis.
Nice.
And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter. Wizards trail by 15. Outside, Wall.
いや早い。
Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
D passes to Davis. Green against Beal.
レブロンさん。
Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Here's Davis. Good.
Nice.
Green picking up the assist.
Relentless in their
これ
approach,
スクリーンに行ったのにレブロン
with the
全
game
く動いてくれなかったね。
in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Pass to Bryant. Outside Beal. Now
こ
Wall.
いつは離しちゃダメ
By
だ。
Green.
こいつから崩れる。
Now here's Bertans. He's guarded closely. From
Yeah,
deep,
この
Wall, and the 3 ball is good.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was
一本スリーやり
very
返そう。
comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Here's D. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
よし。
D's
いや今
got
のはもうしてやった感じよ。
27. Washington calls timeout. They're
てかで
down
も
by
真ん中
17.
緑に入り込んだ時のフ
119 left in the
ェイク
fourth
で
quarter.
ゴール飛んだね。
Chance now to
ちょっ
recognize
とそれに
our
ビビ
short
ったもん。あ、俺か。何やったっけ。あ、このフローターね。このアシスト。あ、3か。いいね、いいね。もう遊んでるね。あ、いいね。だいぶ決めてる。あ、いや、俺引っ込んどるし。
You think it helps the pace of the game with the NBA recently modifying the shot clock rule that after an offensive rebound, it doesn't go back to 24, it goes now to the new number, 14 seconds.
Well, I really like the rule because you don't have to bring the ball over the half-court line, which is 8 seconds, so it makes sense, and it does speed up the game, in my opinion.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. The lead is 15.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Los Angeles.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch. This team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They'll have now won 70 on the year.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Yeah, you know, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. Now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for D.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
And here's Wall, following the 3 from D. They need this.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
D passes to LeBron. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess.
いや、前半はちょっと焦ったな。15000いってる。最近このジャンプシュートが決まるけん、シュートバッジが進むね。1560。なかなかではないですかね。インタビューは最近ないな。